Hello and welcome to the first KateyReads crafting walkthrough video. I am visiting our new Michael's store in my little rural small town, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I was really excited that Michael's now is available here locally for me. It's nice having some crafting variety with Joann's closing a lot of stores. Having Michael's now is really a breath of fresh air, so I'm really excited to see what they have. I've only been to Michael's a few times. I did walk through the entire store. I didn't record every little thing, but I did want to share some things that I found interesting or that you guys might find interesting. I was really impressed with the painting materials and the different sizes of canvas that they have available, different brushes. It seemed really stocked in some areas and not so much in other areas of the store, and you'll see what I mean here shortly. Next, we have some drawing stuff. This isn't really my cup of tea, but I do love gel pens. I'm a 90s kid, and I was born in 89, so I'm pretty much a 90s kid, and I love gel pens. It's so nostalgic for me, especially these ones. The Jelly Roll style gel pens. You weren't cool unless you had these gel pens, right? So I always like grabbing them when I see them out and about. I was really also impressed at all the different sales they had going on. I don't know if this is a common thing, if it's kind of like Hobby Lobby and they just always have running sales all year long. But yeah, I found that kind of interesting too here with Michael's. Now, as I start going into different sections of the store, I'm starting to notice the limited availability of a lot of things. See those pencil cases? How is there only one available? It just seems like they were maybe still unpacking. Now, this was pretty cool. This is that ink that you can use for calligraphy and other types of, I had to think of what the word was, and other types of, ink and pen drawing and sketching. My grandmother used to do this with us, and for those of you that are new to this channel, and as I start to grow this channel, you guys will hear me talk about my grandmother a lot. She is a huge inspiration for the crafting that I do. She has since passed away. She passed away in 2011, and so pretty much everything that I do craft related is really in her honor, or inspired by her, or just something that I feel like she spiritually motivates me to do. And so I thought that was kind of cute, so I wanted to show that in the video. So I try to mention her as much as I can, especially when it's something that I think she would like or appreciate. Some more paints. I'm a lot more familiar with these types of paints. The other ones I think were oil paints. So I'm a lot more familiar with the acrylic one. And this is kind of cool, a black light neon. That's kind of fun. A lot of variety, especially right here with the spray paint. I use spray paint a lot, especially clear coats during the fall time for when we carve jack-o'-lanterns. It helps kind of just preserve them a little bit longer, covering them with a clear coating. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing them from here versus Lowe's. I thought this was kind of cool. Not really a slime person, and neither are my kids, but I wanted to just share some different things that are in the store, especially if some of them might be new. This is maybe my 4th time ever visiting a Michael's, so maybe you'll see something new if you are a Michael's frequenter. I found this really cool. Different body butters, resins. They had a lot of different materials, but just one thing of rose petals, one thing of decorative flowers, dried flowers, a lot of different mold varieties, but it just seemed like the store is still unpacking. Now, I will say the store's been open for a month, so maybe they are still unpacking a lot of different things, seeing what sells, seeing what works, or maybe people came and cleared off the shelves with a lot of things. I don't know. I thought these were really beautiful. On this channel, I'm going to be using books a lot, especially worn, damaged books. I'm a used bookseller, so I get a lot of different books in all different types of conditions. And so anything book related always kind of catches my attention. I am a book person. So these miniatures were really cute. My sister is obsessed with miniatures, so I think this is kind of fun. It'll be a nice little go-to spot to grab maybe some gifts for the future and things like that for her. But they had tons of different miniatures and different things you can put together, and then just little decorative pieces. It kind of reminded me of Fairy Garden, but I think it's meant specifically for these miniatures. This was kind of cool, having kind of like a moccasin area where you can do different beaded work, dream catchers. Now this, I was totally sold. I have an almost 3-year-old. He loves painting, but we just haven't found something that's like spill proof, I guess you could say, or messy proof. And this really, really caught my attention because it's washable paint and it's spill proof because it's semi-solid, so I really liked that. Some safety scissors, I'm trying to get him ready for pre-K aged related things, so that was cool. This was a $9.99, and I was like, man, I can go to Five Below and get these for $3.25, but then I noticed they're reusable. So 16 pages that are reusable, I mean, that's gonna last 20 uses or more, so the $10 is totally worth it in my opinion. So I was definitely influenced with that as a mom, especially for like just having in the car, which leads me to this next thing. This is so cool, a Stow and Go studio, great for traveling, and the mess free. I'm all about mess free markers. My son loves coloring and he likes crayons, but he likes markers too. His sister is really into drawing and she uses Sharpings a lot, and he really, this here, you can print off your own pages, but he really likes using markers. He wants to be a big boy and use different markers, and it's just not ideal because of the mess that it can make on his hands and on furniture and wherever. So the mess-free ones I really like, and so I will definitely be coming back for those. I thought this was kind of fun, kind of like a amateur level maybe face painting kit, very easy to grab and go. And I liked these. These were really fun. I think it would be a great craft for kids to learn, about faces, body parts. You could even use it for some homemade dolls and different types of, making your own clothing for different dolls. This was kind of fun too. And then they had a lot of different eyes and just facial related things that you could glue onto that. So I just wanted to highlight that too. I'm a sucker for anything evil eye, and I really, really liked that. So I just wanted to show it. This totally inspired me. So I make handmade bookmarks. You're going to see that a lot on this channel. This really, really inspired me. I love that you can get one of these stamping blocks and make something into the metal. And it gave me an idea that I could offer customized things onto a size kind of like that, like maybe a name or a word or something, just like a 1-word customization, limited characters. It's something I could throw into an Etsy listing. I really liked that idea. I want to toy with making fabric bookmarks too in the future, but that just really, really inspired me. And then I saw this kit down here, and that would even probably be a really good buy. And then I saw the keychain piece, and I make keychains all the time. So it just was really, really inspiring to me. So I definitely want to do a little bit more research and see if that's something that I want to invest in the future and how I could incorporate that into products that I have. This I have not seen before. I have not seen a custom framing center before. The other Michaels that I have frequented in the past hasn't had that. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Just side note, this is my favorite color of green, and it is such a unique shade that you almost never see it. So I had to record this because and there's one left. Very rarely do I find that shade. So it was so beautiful, I had to record it. Here we're looking at ribbon. Sometimes I use wired ribbon for my bookmarks, but most of the time I'm using 1/4 or 1/8 width ribbon. I don't like putting tassels on my bookmarks. I guess it's just personal choice. I mean, I don't know. But essentially, I will throw ribbon on it sometimes in replace of a tassel. I personally don't like tassels on my bookmarks, so I make my bookmarks kind of how I would like them, but I'm trying to transition to offer some type of ribbon on them for those that do enjoy that aesthetic on their bookmarks. This is actually so beautiful, and I loved these. I'm really into dark academia style aesthetic and gothic look. I really like this. I thought it was just very spring and fresh and really pretty, so I wanted to show that. Not really into fairy gardens, but their selection was gorgeous, and I wanted to highlight that because there's so much work that goes into these, and I've seen a lot of people put them together in their personal home gardens, and it's just gorgeous. So I wanted to share just some of the things that were in my local Michael's that was just really impressive. They had a really great selection, so I wanted to share that, and they had a sale going on. So this is kind of just personal fun things that I like to look at. My house is so small, and like my dream is to get a bigger home and to make it to where both my kids can kind of have a bigger space in their room and just pick a theme and design it and make it really fun. I mean, yeah, of course they can do that now in their current room. But their rooms are so small, I feel like it kind of limits how much decor you really want in there because you just don't want junk everywhere. So I like looking at different home decor and getting ideas for the future for us. This is their St. Patrick's Day display. I'm recording this currently on Valentine's Day, so I don't know exactly when this will drop. So I won't highlight Valentine's Day a whole ton. This is so cute. Gnomes as nutcrackers. That is adorable. And their little leprechauns. I love it. And this is Valentine's. Really, I'm showing this. It's already 50% off, so I'm sure it'll go down even more in the next few weeks. So really just kind of showing different things that they had if you wanted to stock up for next year, or if you make things like myself personally, because I make bookmarks mostly, I try to do things all year long. So I would still continue to make things and just have them available for sale. Kind of browsing their Easter candy. These are my favorite. They remind me of Whoppers, and Whoppers were my grandma's favorite candy, chocolate candy. Again, just showing the boxes. They were unpacking a lot still. And not all just like for the Easter spring display. Like they were unpacking a lot of different things. So I think my store will get bigger over time. I really liked this lavender display. I'm not a big Easter person or spring necessarily, but I do like the kind of pagan witchy look that comes with, lavender and different herbs and just, spring rebirth kind of look. I kind of like that. So, and this was fun. I have never seen these before, and I think these are new. I think like the whole disco theme is like a new trend. And these neon colors, I think this is a new trend too. I'm keeping my eye on it because I think it'll be good for when I make bookmarks and designs and different things like that. Now, this is my area. This is all the paper crafts. The washi tape was just ever plentiful here. Just gorgeous designs and colors. I use these all the time. All different types, all different kinds. I will say, obviously, you can get them cheaper on Temu and Shein and stuff like that. But it is nice to have a local place that you can run to and grab things quickly if you need them. Different stickers, just all different types of things. Now, the adhesive really caught my attention because I use these a lot as well. Different types of adhesives for my bookmarks. I don't use like liquid glue. I like to use these types of adhesives, specifically these. They work really, really well, and because then I laminate my bookmarks in 5mm lamination. And that's one thing I forgot to look for is their kind of laminating section to see if they have 5mm available, because locally I just can't find it. Even at my local Staples, I can't find it. Now, this is the paper cutter that I use and some of the blades that I use, so knowing that I can grab the blades quickly from here too is really, really nice. Essentially, I just wanted to browse the store and see what things I could grab quickly versus having to order online, because again, I am in a rural area. It's a small town, and so it's just nice having some things that I can purchase actually in store. And like these punch out things, those are kind of cool too. I like to start incorporating those into some of my bookmarks as well, maybe. Here we have just a ton of envelope stationery. This isn't really my cup of tea. I think it's gorgeous. Especially, I was just checking out this bone folder here, but especially like these wax things here. I love how they make them into stickers. Those kind of fake wax seals, really cute. But I don't mess much with stationery, so really I was just kind of browsing and recording for this video. Cardstock, I go through it like crazy, especially the multicolor cardstocks. So this is great. I can grab it here. 50% off deals. Amazing. And the price was really good too. So I look forward to grabbing my cardstock from here in the future. Stickers galore. Stickers galore. And I love that because I love having variety. But stamps are like my go-to. I love stamps. I love unique stamps, not kind of like the dime a dozen ones. I love unique designs with stamps. These are kind of, you know, you can find these kind of anywhere, but I really like unique designs. That was really pretty. I thought that would be cute for like a background, and then adding on to it different imagery. I like the frames. I did like that. And essentially, I'm trying to expand different fonts because I hand stamp. I don't have a Cricut, so I hand stamp all the different lettering and wording on my bookmarks. If you see any wording of any kind on any of my bookmarks, those are hand stamped by yours truly. So I like to grab, I like that that's lowercase, uppercase. I want to grab more different. I'd like to grab a variety of fonts. And this set is really cool because it's upper and lowercase, and then you've got the numbers. I really like that. So I probably will grab one of those in the near future. This was kind of fun. You can just pick a theme and have a little jar full of different stamps. This would be probably really cool for kids, homeschooling, crafting with little ones. And different ink pads. Those are pretty common. Tim Holtz, I was excited to see that. I think they have a lot more stocking to do because as you can see, like it seems pretty bare. It seems very bare right now. So I'm going to wait and see if they add more over time. But the Distress ink, I was trying to see pricing, but the Distress ink, I'm a total sucker for that. I don't use the alcohol spray too much, but Distress ink, I use that like crazy. So I'm going to be on the lookout to see if they add more to that. I love Tim Holtz in general, and I really like using that product line. So I'm just kind of waiting and seeing what they add in, especially with the Tim Holtz like ephemera packs and things like that. Oh, and here's some wax melts. I thought that was kind of cool. Different waxes, different colors. They had tons here. Hot glue gun waxing, all of that. I'd like to start using that in the future for junk journaling maybe. Not so much for my bookmark products, but I like these type of stickers. They're a lot easier to laminate. I like it a little bit better than like these raised 3D style stickers. But it's still cool to see, especially if I wanted to add some embellishments to maybe some ribbon on a bookmark, or if I just wanted to add a little bling to something. The sticker variety was really nice and fully stocked. Like this whole area is very, very well stocked. So we'll see. I'm trying to give them time to kind of, like I said, they've been open a month. This is just fun because, you know, having stuff all year round. Myself personally, I'm making things all year round, all different holidays. I'm not season only crafter, so it's kind of nice to see that variety. This is what I was really excited about. The prices are okay. I just was underwhelmed. Like, I was excited to see some variety in design. I was just hoping to see something different than our local Hobby Lobby, and I wasn't. Unfortunately, I was really underwhelmed. It was a bummer. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep visiting, see if they switch things up, especially with the packs here. I'm going to see if maybe they add more. Again, it seemed a little bare. So I'm going to wait and see. Our Joann's has a great variety, and they're going to be closing soon, so I may just stock up at Joann's and kind of feel out Michael's over time and see if they add more. I really liked this pack, but overall with like the single sheets, I was a little bummed. And the single sheets, like I buy a few at a time just because I will make limited designs of certain bookmarks. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. We are wrapping it up. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for future videos.